It's Rachel here doing top tips for daily living skills. So today I'm going to do top tips around using your vacuum cleaner at home. So my first tip number one, is before you even start vacuuming, always check that your vacuum cleaner isn't full and doesn't need emptying. If it's full up, it's not going to be sucking up any of the dirt off of your floor, so you might need to empty it and make sure that it's ready to use.
Okay, so this is my vacuum cleaner here. Mine has got a clear part to it, so you can see if it has got lots of dirt in there. Mine hasn't got very much at all, there you can see, because I emptied it out recently. So you might have bags in yours that you just need to take out and put in the bin and replace with another one, or you might have a similar vacuum to the one I have, which you can see when it's full, and you just have to take off this part of it and empty it into the bin.
Okay, top tip number two. So my second tip for you is when you are using your vacuum cleaner, if it has a lead, which most of them do, when you plug it in, make sure that you unravel the lead as much as possible, and also be very careful when you're walking around with your Hoover that you're not going to trip over your lead or someone else is going to trip over it.
Okay, so I have plugged my vacuum cleaner into my extension lead, or you might plug yours straight into the wall, and I've actually unravelled all the lead, as you can see, and I know that it's all the way out because I can't pull it anymore. So when I'm using my Hoover now, I'm not going to be pulling against that lead or accidentally pulling it out of the wall. Okay.
Top tip number three. So when you're using your vacuum cleaner at home, you will have a large head that you can use to do larger areas of your floor. You may have attachments with your Hoover. Lots of them come with them, and always try and use them if you can, because they will make your life a lot easier.
Right, so this is the main attachment for my vacuum cleaner, which is this one here. This is the one that you use to do the larger areas of your floor. You probably have maybe some switches like this on the top, which make it either be without the brush or with the brush. So on the bottom you'll have a brush that goes round, so if you've got quite deep piled carpets or rugs, you might want to get the brush sticking out like that, which makes it a bit easier to pick up hair and things like that. Here we have some extra attachments which make it a lot easier to clean certain areas. So you just have to detach this and then add the attachments on. So I've taken off the main attachment and I've just added this on. So it just goes onto the end of your vacuum, and then you can use it to hoover around smaller areas. This one is probably for furniture. You can have ones like this which are really good for doing underneath and around the edge of your skirting boards. This one here, that's quite good for doing stairs because they're smaller, so you can just go along your stairs having attached it to the end of your tube. All right.
Top tip number four. So my fourth top tip is do not try and hoover up anything that is wet. Hoovers generally aren't designed for that. If you have anything that goes on the floor that is wet, use a cloth to wipe it up. Do not use your Hoover. If you have things on the floor that are wet initially, like mud, let it dry out and then hoover it up. Okay, and the fifth and final top tip I have for you today to do with hoovering is when you've finished your hoovering, always unplug your Hoover and wind up your lead and put your Hoover away. Don't leave it out if you're not using it. It might trip somebody up.
Okay, so I finished with my Hoover. I have unplugged it from the extension lead. So now I'm going to do my favourite bit, which is where you climb on this and it pulls the wire right in, and it's so easy, and most of them are like that unless you have a Henry or a vacuum like that where you just wind it up. And now I'm just going to put it away in my cupboard so it's
okay. So there you are. They are my 5 using your Hoover or vacuum cleaner at home top tips. Good luck and enjoy keeping your house lovely and clean. Bye.